Let's take a look at the top story we are tracking for you. There seems to be no end to former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan's many troubles. In the latest turn of events, an Islamabad trial court has declared Khan guilty of corrupt practices in the Toshakhana Gifts case. Khan was arrested moments after the Islamabad District and Sessions Court announced the guilty verdict. The court in its verdict said that Khan has been found guilty of corrupt practices and handed the PTI chairman a 3-year jail sentence. Additionally, the court imposed a fine amounting to 1 lakh Pakistani rupees. The court also declared the former Prime Minister ineligible to hold public office for 5 years. The former Pakistan Prime Minister will be taken to Adiala jail in Rawalpindi. Remember, the last time Khan was arrested, widespread violence had erupted in Pakistan. Imran Khan's party, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, has posted a message that former Prime Minister recorded before the arrest.
मेरे पाकिस्तानियों, जब तक ये पैगाम आप तक पहुंचेगा, मुझे ये अरेस्ट कर चुके होंगे और मैं जेल में होऊंगा, तो मेरी आपसे सिर्फ एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है, अपील है कि आपने घरों में चुप करके नहीं बैठना। मैं ये जो जद्दोजहद कर रहा हूँ, ये अपनी ज़ात के लिए नहीं कर रहा, ये अपनी कौम के लिए कर रहा हूँ, आपके लिए कर रहा हूँ।
After the verdict was passed, government lawyers outside the court premise could be seen celebrating. Meanwhile, Imran Khan's lawyer has slammed the judgment as biased.
हमारे जो जूनियर वकील हैं वहाँ पर पेश हुए और उन्होंने कहा कि जो सीनियर वकील हैं वो दूसरी कोर्ट्स में मसरूफ़ हैं, तो जब तक आते हैं आप मेहरबानी करके इसमें इंतज़ार करें, आर्गूमेंट्स वो आज ही करेंगे। लेकिन 12:30 बजे फैसला सुना दिया गया, हालांकि जो कोर्ट टाइमिंग है वो 4 बजे तक होती है रूटीन के मुताबिक, जिस वक्त कोर्ट टाइम ख़त्म होता है, लेकिन 12:30 बजे हमें सुने बगैर, हालांकि हाई कोर्ट की तरफ से कोई ऐसी डायरेक्शन नहीं थी कि आपने एक दिन के अंदर अंदर ही जो फैसला सुनाना है, बल्कि ये कहा गया कि इनको सुना जाए। और हमने ये नहीं कहा कि हम पेश नहीं होते या हम आर्गूमेंट्स नहीं करते, बल्कि हमने ये सदा की कि मेहरबानी फरमाएं और हमें जो है वो टाइम दें। हमारे जूनियर ने जाके कहा, लेकिन उन्होंने फैसला सुनाया, एक ऐसा फैसला जो आप जिसके अंदर कोई शवाहिद ही नहीं थे, और ये कहा है कि आपने जो है वो ये जुर्म किया है, तो लिहाजा बड़ा ही आज अफसोस का दिन है।
However, this is not the only case against Imran Khan. He also faces at least 3 graft cases. These include accusations from the National Accountability Bureau that he accepted millions of dollars worth of property in exchange for providing benefits to a real estate tycoon. A new terrorism charge was also filed against him for allegedly inciting his followers to violence after his May arrest. Now, for more on this, our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik has sent us this report from Islamabad. Listen in.
Former Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan has been convicted in the Toshakhana case, and he has been sentenced for 3 years imprisonment, whereas another 100,000 Pakistani rupees as fine as well. In case of failure to pay the fine, then his conviction will be extended by another 6 months. That has been ruled by the trial court here in Islamabad that was listening to the Toshakhana case. Over 40 hearings, and in 13 of them in where Imran Khan had personally come in. Today in the court, Imran Khan was not there. He has been arrested now by the Islamabad police. He's currently being flown to Islamabad via helicopter, and sources indicate that he's likely to be taken to the Attock jail. Now, the PTI as a party has rejected the judgment and has said that they will be challenging the verdict to the Superior Court to seek relief. This move will be seen largely as a balancing act that has been referred by the establishment in an apparent reference to the disqualification of Nawaz Sharif.
For more on this, we are being joined by Owais Tauheed, a senior journalist and analyst from Washington, D.C. Thank you for being with us. Now, Imran Khan was found guilty and arrested in the Tosha Khana case. What do you make of this latest update?
It has created quite a turmoil back in Pakistan because the elections are scheduled to be held in November. Parliament will be dissolved on August 9th, and then, a caretaker setup will take over to hold elections. But there's a lot of uncertainty right now because a lower court has found former Prime Minister Imran Khan guilty on corruption charges. And what we know right now that he has been taken to Islamabad from his residence in Lahore, where has been since he was ousted through a parliamentary vote in last year. And we know that he has been critical of Pakistan's military establishment. His party men are saying that the decision will be challenged in higher judiciary. I spoke with his lawyer. He said that it's a murder of justice, and right now, the Mr. Khan, according to the sentence, according to the verdict issued by a lower court, that he will be disqualified to hold any public office. But if the higher court, if the higher judiciary, dismisses the case, then Mr. Khan's disqualification will be suspended. This case will go into trial again. But right now, Mr. Khan's political career seems in jeopardy, and his party leaders are saying that right now it's they are accusing Pakistan military establishment and the current regime to orchestrate this conspiracy to arrest Mr. Khan. Mr. Khan himself, in a social media message only yesterday, said that don't keep silent. I only want one thing. And that message was on Twitter, which is now known X social media platform. So tens of thousands, according to the claim of party, they say that they have been arrested since May, when they were alleged to attack military installations on 9th of May, because Mr. Khan was arrested in May, and that triggered violent protest. And since then, there has been a crackdown, according to party workers, according to Mr. Khan. Mr. Khan has been accusing Pakistan's military leadership, the former military chief, Mr. General Bajwa. So right now, obviously, it's quite chaotic in terms of politics, what will happen. There are lots of question marks, whether the elections will be held on time, and will Mr. Khan be able to participate, or he will be disqualified. If he remains disqualified, then obviously there will be protest by his supporters across the country. Right now, we haven't received any report of a violent protest on all that, but his supporters are quite proactive on social media platforms, condemning the arrest of Mr. Khan. Yes.
Absolutely. Mounting legal trouble, his party colleagues dumping him, arrested now. How do you see the road ahead for the cricket star turned politician?
It's quite a bumpy road ahead for Mr. Khan, who was a celebrity, who has been a celebrity for last 5 decades. He led Pakistan cricket team to a historic victory in 1992 World Cup. Since then, he was worshipped by tens of millions of Pakistani cricketing fans. Then he entered into politics, and he was alleged to be brought into power with the help of military establishment, who, according to his political rivals, was seen as a poster boy for Pakistan military establishment, which wanted him to be in power as third political force, and but things change when Mr. Khan fell apart, or his falling out with the Pakistan military establishment leadership in 2021 over the appointment of chief of ISI, which is Pakistan's premier intelligence agency. Mr. Khan resisted it, and Mr. Khan publicly said that it was his discretion and not the Pakistan military establishment. And since then, Khan obviously has been quite vocal against Pakistan military establishment. And at the same time, the current regime, which is a coalition of 13 political parties, and including the main rival political party, the Mr. Khan, Bhutto's Pakistan People's Party, and Sharif-led PMLN, the coalition which is ruling right now. The coalition, according to Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, will dissolve the parliament on August 9th, and there will be a caretaker set up, which, according to Constitution, is going to hold elections in early November. But there are question marks to it, because the current regime, it might be sort of, sound a complex one, but the current regime has announced that the new elections will be held according to the outcome of new census, which was held early this year, which means that, according to a lot of experts, that might run into delays in holding elections. So right now, there are question marks whether the elections are going to be held in November or not.
Right. Awais, thank you very much for your insights and analysis there.
Thank you.